Hello everyone. I'm here at my favorite local artisan coffee shop. I brought my sketchbook with me and no plan of what to do. I have some options though. You really have a whole wide world of options when you have a sketchbook and some stuff to sketch with. I decided that I wanted to just paint from imagination though. I've had a lot of things on my mind lately, and I just wanted to start drawing with no boundaries or limits or influence or trying to replicate anything. Just wanted to put my headphones on and paint with total freedom. Usually when I set out to draw from imagination, I make a monster portrait, and I figured that's what was going to happen with this one. But as you'll see, that isn't what happened. I don't like the first monster-shaped head that I make. So I wipe it away while the paint is still wet. Best thing about a sketchbook is that it's really just for you. You can make mistakes, and you need to just go in and make them fast. And I'm gonna try and do a smaller one with a bunch of red eyes. That's at least a better shape, but I'm still not feeling it. And at a certain point, I think, why do I need to make a monster portrait? Well, obviously I don't. That was a good idea to start with, to get me to just start on something, but I can feel something different coming on. I think that drawing or painting from imagination is a great way to discover what it is you want to paint. So when I do my sketches of dumpsters and buildings and the plein air, urban sketching, I'm kind of exercising my ability to see and translate the external world into pictures. But when I paint from imagination, I'm discovering what I see in my head. There's a dreamlike quality to painting from imagination. I did this video a while back about Carl Jung's concept of archetypes and how I feel like I'm coming into contact with these ancient archetypal symbols and entities when I'm painting something from imagination, and it's really going well. I feel like I'm discovering them or encountering them more than I'm creating them on my own. The author Stephen Pressfield, who wrote The War of Art, talks about how if you show up and do the work with writing or painting or music, that if you show up and you dedicate yourself to it, that there are muses who come down from the heavens and reward you for your dedication, want to give you ideas, something like that. I got that vibe very strongly with this piece that I'm doing here. And the hands and the eyes and the paint just become one thing, and the image just emerges on its own. I'm really glad that I decided to work on this page, because the painting next to this was the opposite of everything I'm talking about. When I worked on that, nothing was working out. Nothing was flowing. I was putting everything down and rushing, and it was forced and awkward. It was a struggle. You gotta toil and be lost in the wilderness. Charles Bukowski's gravestone says, "Don't try." And that might seem nihilistic, And maybe he meant it to be. But maybe he meant something more along the lines of go with the flow, or be like water, as Bruce Lee said. Don't be rigid in your beliefs and practices. Don't paint a monster portrait just because you tell yourself that that's what you do. Paint what comes. Paint what you see. Just paint. This sketchbook painting actually led me to do a whole series of these atmospheric, ethereal portraits. Many of the pieces in that series I recorded. I will be editing and sharing those soon. And remember, the corporate mobsters who run this channel threaten me and my family about telling you to comment and subscribe and all that crap. So help me stay away from the fishes, if you know what I mean.
Further details available at this time.
Be prepared to evacuate your home or shelter on the order of local authorities. Be suspicious of persons that exhibit signs of infection. Report these individuals immediately to law enforcement. Closely monitor news reports and local radio or TV stations. And law enforcement. Assist neighbors who may need help. Avoid passing on unconfirmed information and rumors. If you come in contact with the infected, seek medical attention.